Hey everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Wednesday, February 14th, 2018. Now, before I get started, I have a few announcements I wanted to make. First of all, I want to say happy Valentine's Day. I hope you all have a good day today and that relationships are going well. With Venus hanging out here in Pisces and a very pretty sextile to Saturn, I think today might actually be not a bad day for relationships, even if you've got some heavier stuff going on. So I hope you all have fun with that. Second of all, I did want to announce that I did do a special YouTube video with another astrologer, Philip Daniel Miles. We just chatted for a little bit, talked astrology, Jupiter and Scorpio, what that means, also the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn and the North Node moving into Cancer. So if you're interested in that and just learning more about us, you can find that at the video below. I included a link in the description box where you can go there. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. Second of all, I'm planning on doing another webinar for March, and I just wanted to get just your feedback on what day would work best. I personally think I like doing them on Saturdays just because I know that people are going to be out of work then, you know, not at their jobs, especially if you have like a 9-to-5 job during the day. So I want to do it on Saturday. I was thinking February 24th. And I was going to do it at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, which is what I did my last one at. And I just wanted to get your feedback. Is 3 p.m. good? Is that too early, too late? Just let me know there so I can get the time nailed down for my March webinar. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about is I'm thinking about doing like a subscription service for some of my content. It's not going to be like the monthlies and the dailies and the weeklies. You're still going to get that, but I wanted to do something else. And so I was wondering, is there any kind of like astrological content in particular that you would pay for, and what would that be? I was gonna do politics, news and politics. I think I might still do that, but I wanted to start with something that was a little bit like friendlier, a little more uplifting, and a little more soulful before diving into that. And I think right now I'm leaning towards like astrological content for like entrepreneurs and for makers and for creators, and just messages there on how to run a business, manage people better if you manage people, and just inspiration there using the astrology. So that's what I was thinking about doing. I'm maybe charging like $5 to $10 a month for things like that, for videos for every day. On something like that, and live videos too. So just let me know what you think, if that's something you'd be interested in, and what that would look like for you. Okay, so that's what I've got there. Now I'm gonna go right into your horoscope. Okay, what's going on today is that we have the moon hanging out here still in Aquarius. All right, and what that brings our attention to is, of course, the big picture stuff, our goals, our dreams, where life is going, what kind of life we ultimately want to have. Also to our friends, to being out and about, and to socializing with people going on. Okay, I think that's what's happening. At the end of yesterday and into today, very early in the morning, we did have the moon here in a sextile with Mars. This actually, sorry, is not going to come exact until 6 a.m. today, Mountain Time. Okay, so we're going to be feeling that this morning. And what that is saying is anything that you can do to envision your life, to think big picture, to figure out what you want your future to look like, and to be out and about socializing with people, is ultimately going to help you where Mars is, to do something new you have not done before, to get more excited about life, and to make sense of your life in some way. Okay, maybe to see yourself doing new things, new possibilities, opening new doors for you as well coming in. So I actually do see it at 6 a.m. Mountain Time being a very positive thing here, starting to get more excited about life, even though I think some bigger things are coming that we're not aware of yet going on. All right, and I like that. After that happens, though, after the pretty Mars moon thing at 6 a.m., then we come into something else at noon that I think is going to be a little bit more challenging, and that's when the moon moves right over here on top of the south node at noon, again, Mountain Time. And I think what's going on is that we start the day having so many like great ideas about our life, and excited about life, and starting to feel like, you know what, maybe we're understanding things better, and maybe we're moving forward, like maybe we're getting the hang of this thing. And then I think we get to noon with the moon on the south node, where we're like, oh, but wait a second, maybe now I'm not anymore, or maybe I thought I was, but there's something else going on. All right, I also see the south node thing too is feeling a little bit held back. Like we have all these ideas that we want, but we can't put them into place just yet. You know, we're still waiting on things. There's still things that need to happen. Maybe there's still more emotional stuff that we need to figure out as well, especially in the dark moon right before a solar eclipse. So I think the day starts out very good, and I think as we move towards the day, we start to think, okay, wait a second, now I need to hold on, now I need to put the brakes on, now I need to stop doing whatever because I'm not there yet, I don't have all the answer, which could feel a little bit frustrating and could make you feel a little held back. All right, there could be, with moon on the south node, your feelings run haywire, you have all of these emotions that you don't know what to do with, that are driving you crazy. Okay, and I think when we get towards the middle of the day, if you can just hang tight, if you feel a little emotionally anxious going on, especially right before the eclipse, and if you can just hang tight, if you feel like you're not making some big progress, I think you're eventually going to be fine as the new moon happens and gets closer and closer. Okay, and as we start to understand better where our life is going after the solar eclipse happens. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. And the moon, for the most part, is just going to hang out for the rest of the day, not doing anything after the moon comes into a conjunction with the south node. All right, so afternoon there could be some, again, frustrating feelings here, wanting to do things, wanting to make things happen, wanting to envision your life, and then realizing, okay, you need some more time, you need to wait before things can start to fall into place and move forward once again. All right, so that's what's happening there. Then just to go into a little bit of tomorrow, I don't know when this happens, maybe like 2 to 4 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. The moon then comes into a square over here with Jupiter as it starts to move closer to Mercury. All right, and I think what we're starting to feel at the very, very end of the day into tomorrow is, again, some scary feelings, some intense feelings, maybe needing to change our life in order to put our life in the right direction that it is that we want to go in, maybe needing to sit with some hard feelings and address some of these feelings so that we really can let ourselves step into a new life, step into a new vision of the future, to work better with people and to create a life that really, really resonates with us in some way. And I think what we're trying to do today is to get the vision for our life, to understand where we want our life to go, and to hopefully get inspired about our life so that we can figure out like what's happening, okay, and so that we can get more clarity moving forward. But I don't think that today is a day to act, to put all your dreams into place, to make all of your visions happen and to go 100% in on them in some way. I think today is the day to really understand better and get more clarity on what you want in life, and to kind of sit with it a little bit so that you can understand what you want, so that you can get right emotionally with yourself, so that you can let these new chapters that the solar eclipse is going to bring, so you can let these new goals and these new dreams in to your life. And I think with the moon coming into this square to Jupiter is asking right before the solar eclipse, is saying, all right, is all your emotional baggage taken care of? Is all of the things that you need to change done so that you can really begin to step into, see, understand, and live a new version of your life and envision your life new and differently than you have before? And are you done with all your emotional stuff? Are you done dealing with all of that? Okay, so that you can really like move forward, making your life as big and as great and as wonderful as you want it to be, even if it is not there right now. Okay, and I think today and tomorrow we're gonna have to deal with our emotional stuff here. You know, emotional stuff, maybe upset that our life isn't the way we want it to be, upset that things didn't work out the way that we wanted. You know, we're gonna have to deal with all of that so that we can finally let that go and move forward, doing a new life, new vision, working on new things, even if the old things never really fell into place in the way that we wanted. Okay, and just having to launch forth and feel much better about where we're going. And I think today you need to spend the day getting right with yourself on the inside and seeing new opportunities for your life and really preparing internally to meet the opportunities that are coming, to meet this new life and this new vision for your life in a much better way. All right, so that's what I see there being the message I want to leave with you. All right, now other stuff that is going on in the background. again, is Mars here in Sagittarius in a square with Neptune. Okay, and so this is kind of an interesting thing as we're trying to get more clarity in Aquarius. I think Aquarius, bringing an air sign ruled by Uranus and Saturn, can bring major insights here about where your life is going, about a vision for your future, about what you want. But I think as you're starting to get the vision, as you're starting to understand better, as the lights are slowly starting to turn on about where exactly your life is going and where exactly you're being called to and how you can more fully step into your calling, I think Mars here in a square with Neptune is bringing up some confusion. You know, we're feeling confused. We think we know what we want. We think we're getting clarity on it, but oh, wait a second, maybe it's not it. Maybe it's confusing. Maybe and I think what is going on, like in this moment of major clarity, we have some hard stuff that's coming up, and I think just needing to move through the confusion, all right, not get down if there is confusion in your life, and to listen more to your intuition and into your spirit. Maybe the life that you want for yourself does not seem logical, it does not seem reasonable, it doesn't seem right, you know, and I think in a mental sense, and I think what you need to do is, as you're trying to move forward, listen to your spirit, your highest spirit, okay, listen to your intuition, and to have faith, especially with both Sagittarius and Neptune, needing to have faith here that these insights that you're receiving, that these brief moments of clarity that you get about your life and where it's going are right, needing to have faith that they're right, and to trust that you're being called spiritually and intuitively in the right direction. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. I think allowing yourself to trust your intuition and to trust your spirit based on some insights you may be getting is then going to help you here not only reach some big goals and dreams and vision a new life that is better for you, but also with the trine to the North Node here from Mars, be happier and live more of a life that you enjoy. Okay, so I see that there. Mercury also coming into a conjunction with the sun, so lots of communication, lots of thinking here going on about you, about your life, about where your life is going. Maybe with yourself you're communicating, or with other people, friends as well, happening, coming in. Okay, and I think that communication here, since Mercury and the sun are coming close to a sextile with Uranus, can bring major insights to you that you weren't expecting. Okay, understanding things that maybe you didn't understand before, getting more of the information falling into place as well that you did not have, that you've been waiting on coming in. Okay, especially in the next few days once the solar eclipse happens. Okay, then I think tons of unexpected insights are going to start to come your way there. And I think things are starting to open up. I think we are starting to understand better where our life is going, but again, because we're not at the solar eclipse yet, needing to think about it, needing to process it, needing to listen to your intuition here so that you don't feel so confused and you don't feel so hurt and so lost in the process. All right, so we've got that happening, and then finally Venus in Pisces in a sextile with Saturn. I love that here. I think really bringing some stability in a way to your relationships helping you make sense of your life and where your life is going. I think as well, intuition, you listening to your intuition and figuring out what you need inside to feel more comfortable in some way is also going to help you create the life that you want, your career, and to move forward. Okay, so I do see a lot of good stuff coming in, even though we're not sure where all this is going, what it all means. I think we're slowly starting, the lights are slowly starting to come on here, where we're starting to figure out, okay, I get it, this is where I need to go in, and maybe it's confusing to do it, maybe it's uncomfortable to do it, but I feel this is what I'm being called to do, and I think you're slowly starting to get on board with it emotionally, to understand it emotionally, spiritually, intuitively, so that you can move in that direction. All right, so yeah, so that's what I'm gonna leave with you there. Now your card for the day is the Four of Wands upright. This is another card I feel like I get a lot. I think I just got this one on the Small Victories Day coming in, and I think this one for sure gonna be opportunities here. Even if you can't move forward, act on some things today, but I think there is a chance to start to get more clarity, to understand where your life is going, to feel much better about it in some way here. Okay, I don't see, this is not the completion of a project. You know, I don't think you're like finishing everything. I don't think all the answers are come to you. I don't think you know the whole story, but I think you're starting to feel like you're getting more clarity. You're taking one step forward in a series of more steps. There are still more steps to the stairs that you have to go, but I think you're starting to feel like, okay, maybe now I've come through one hurdle and that's good, and I'm getting there, and you're starting to feel better. And I think just even getting a little bit of clarity and holding on to that, even if it's confusing inside, I think is going to help you start to feel much better today, so that after the eclipse on Thursday and Friday, you can really begin to feel much better. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.